Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 45. That's a big number. Wow. Of Isekai Dungeons and Dragons, the best D&D podcast on the internet.
Some of the names you just listed
Yeah,
off,
better than all of those.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck you, Matthew Mercer.
Hey, he plays law in One Piece. Yeah, I'll have to draw a line somewhere, okay?
Yes, no. I like Matthew Mercer, and I think we
like Matthew Mercer. But
we love him.
you, Justin McElroy.
I don't know who that is. So
Justin McElroy is not the DM. That's Griffin McElroy.
No, but they all DM'd at one point.
Oh, I guess they did.
On the Adventure
You're right.
Zone, yeah.
You know what? You're right.
More than once.
It's just a weird first one for you to say "fuck you" to. Like that's
I just really like Griffin.
You guys are so mean
right.
to people today.
Listen, I will straight up say, like, Griffin McElroy, Brendan Lee Mulligan, and Matthew Mercer are all incredible DMs and far out of my league, and all of that beforehand was
so
just
much
a joke.
better than Rustage.
Welcome to the worst.
In fact, you know what? Isekai D&D, the only D&D podcast that Isekai D&D is better than is One Piece D&D.
I mean, I love me some One Piece D&D.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. Isekai D&D is the worst D&D I've ever watched, technically.
Wow, that's true.
Damn.
This is the mean episode.
I've watched 2 D&Ds.
Okay, wait, what's the other one?
One Piece. I've never watched like any other D&D other than ours.
I mean, you're watching the one you're doing right now, technically speaking.
Oh God,
I guess that is true, but mine's mine's probably the worst.
Nah, yours is. Yeah.
Genuinely, actually, what are we doing here? We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I'm here with Norman Briggs.
Hey, I'm here.
I'm here with Anthony Tekking.
I am Tor the Viking. I can't count to 45.
Are you still Tor?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I guess he is. He's still Tor. He's still Tor.
Tor only. He didn't have just one fight. I mean, come on. He's Tor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna milk this as long as I can.
All right. I'm here with Daniel Greene, Wilhelm.
Welcome to Isekai D&D, the only D&D Isekai willing to get into the truth that happened with the drone strikes under Rat Bomber. Let me tell you about my Aaron Rodgers opinions real quick.
I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers! I was like, genuinely, I was so grateful that all that Aaron Rodgers conversation was pre-record, so it wouldn't be in the episode. And I'm like, oh, thank God. And now you've brought it kicking and streaming into the record.
Kicking and into the stream.
And
Aaron Rodgers did 9/11, and I'm gonna prove it.
Aaron Rodgers, I'm so sorry if you
you
watched this.
I don't want to apologize to Aaron Rodgers. This is my point.
I am. I feel bad for the guy right now. I'm sorry, Aaron Rodgers. I like the New York Jets. I made a New York Jets clock when I was in middle school.
Okay,
everyone made fun of me for it.
I've looked up his name. Aaron Rodgers claims AIDS was created by the government. That was the one clip I saw. Do with that as you will.
He's just trying to distract you from joining the Jets. That what do you think crashed into the towers?
The Jets.
Birds.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
It's just gonna date the episode as well.
In this world that Aaron Rodgers did 9/11. That made me really happy.
Oh gosh. Oh, what? This is gonna get demonetized.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, and last time on Isekai D&D.
Fun fact, I have the lowest rate of my name being said on the show, because usually by the time it gets to me in the introductions at the beginning of the episode,
Rustage.
somebody else has so badly derailed the episode, Rustage forgets what he was doing.
Rustage, you gotta start with Mark next time. You gotta stay. Goes Mark, and then Norman, then me, then Daniel Greene last.
That time. Okay. That time I did it on purpose.
I thought you might have.
Yeah,
you saw I was waiting.
I saw you, like, you were in your waiting pose. I'm also here with Shwabadi Cody. He doesn't want to be here. His parents are over, and he's upset about
that's
it.
Not until tomorrow. It's not until tomorrow.
Oh, okay. His parents aren't over yet.
My parents are over.
Yeah, I thought they got divorced. Like they're getting divorced tomorrow or some shit. Like, I'm sorry,
crazy
Mark.
way to announce it. Yeah, my parents are over.
Everyone's true. We got a quick announcement before the episode starts. Mark's parents are getting divorced. Can we get some RIP? They saw his video of him doing Gangnam Style, and they said this is unacceptable. How could we raise this child?
Yeah.
People have been telling me that video. I put the comment in the chat that it's been showing up on their For You pages.
Yeah, you've I think tripled its view count.
Yay!
And my inbox on YouTube is something like 100 people have responded to my comment on it from like 12 years ago. So.
Oh yeah.
It's incredible.
Like
I've talked about it before on things. I don't know why that last episode of Isekai D&D was really the one that blew it up to astronomical levels.
I can't believe Gangnam Style is 12 years old already. That's just
I just can't believe you're still bringing it up.
Yeah. Okay. I won't. I will never talk about it again. If I do, you have permission to shoot me.
Okay.
Yeah.
He can't shoot. That's part of erectile dysfunction, Rusty. You fucking asshole.
That's the other thing that people have been commenting, which is
I've seen a lot of that.
worse out of context. Out of the context that it's a joke, like an in-joke, people have been responding to me on Twitter in random threads, unrelated to anything. They will just respond to a tweet that I'm in a thread of conversation, and they'll jump in with that, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. But after a while, it just becomes a thing of like, okay, erectile dysfunction. It's just like, all right. Yeah.
Is there anything I could do to make it up to you?
No. This is why Critical Role is better than Isekai D&D. Critical Role,
because they don't talk about erectile dysfunction. That's the one reason.
Oh God. Oh, I would love it if Matthew Mercer opened up an episode just.
Have you guys seen Shwabadi Gangnam Style?
Have you guys seen Shwabadi Gangnam Style?
No, Mushoku Tensei has a whole ED arc, and it's a masterpiece.
Incredible.
Yeah, that you could have an ED arc.
You could flip it. You could turn it into a good thing, dude.
Yeah, this could be. Listen, I know it sucks, but
he's not gonna stop.
No, I will stop talking about the video. I've already said that he could shoot me. If I bring it up again. Anyway, this last episode on Isekai Dungeons & Dragons, you guys had just killed a monkey.
Yes.
And you're now all wanted by the RSPCA. That's it's
not a thing in America.
No, sorry, you're right. Peter, I think it's the American alternative.
Peter's the American one, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll do the joke again. You just killed a monkey and you're now wanted by Peter.
No.
No. Neither do I.
But I mean,
good, whatever.
Yeah, the way PETA treats animals, it's not. Yeah,
yeah, you're right.
We're not going to get into more. We're not going to get into more.
I mean, specifically, the reason I said RSPCA is because I, from what I know, the RSPCA is a reputable company, a group.
Right, but that's leading to another tangent. So. Okay, we're in the cave. We killed a monkey.
You killed a monkey, and the monkey's essence gets sucked into the necklace of Jesus Christ. And he turns around. He goes, "Wow, dudes, that was awesome. We killed
a mighty battle
with his god, didn't he? Did he tell us what?
No,
that was before. That was before the fight.
Yeah. Before the fight.
So,
he got super
what did the monkey god have to say, Jesus?
He didn't say. He just started swinging.
Oh, I guess they really hate us.
Oh yeah, man, they really hate you guys and me. So people don't usually hate me. I'm loved by everybody. Everybody loves Jesus.
I don't.
These false. Oh,
wait. Hey,
I worship the god Tor. My brother became a Christian in my time.
Your brother seems like a pretty cool guy. Big fan. I love fans. I can autograph. Listen, the last time a random guy showed up here, he was super chill, and I liked him a lot. And I'm kind of hoping for you to be similar. You've done a lot of screaming. Right.
Tor's time is when a lot of Vikings, a lot of Norse people were going from Christianity, and some were still worshiping like older gods. So it's a very, very contentious time period to be a Christian in Norwegian culture.
Yeah. Anyway, the doors to the cave open up, that's the sound of doors opening up. It's quite cool.
It is.
Yeah.
And as you guys sort of edge towards the door, you do see Crunkle crumpled on the ground after
Not
being...
the Crunkle Crumple.
The Crunkle Crumple. Oh, I was just trying to eat my sandwiches, and I got bored. I got sphered.
I will cure wounds him to try and heal whatever damage he's taken.
Oh, great. All right, do so.
What about that guy the Noblin that died?
Oh, but he's back.
He's back.
Yeah, I already resurrected him. I'm just like cradling him and carrying him away right now.
Yeah,
okay,
he's
cool.
like a more attractive. He's handsome Squidwarded himself.
Oh, yes, I remember that now.
He's got like crazy jawline.
Yeah.
But he's also terribly traumatized. So.
Oh yeah, so he's like in shock.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like carrying him out.
He's staring up at the ceiling,
and then reborn.
But as he's staring up at the ceiling, he's like mewing and like smirking. He's like properly like... I can't do the expression. How do they do it?
I don't know.
This is terrible for our blind listeners, but what?
Yeah, for our blind listeners, Rustage is mogging.
Is it mogging?
Everyone else on the podcast.
Is that a
mogging
term?
means like it's when you're next to less attractive people to make yourself look more attractive.
Oh, wow.
He's looks maxing right now.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Okay.
Yeah, he's looks maxing. He's Noblin maxing up at the ceiling. But yeah, you touch Crunkle and he goes, "Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Would you like a sandwich?"
What's in it?
Don't worry. No little mushlings anymore. It's been hard. You know, I've been having the cravings. But these
no, that's not the issue. I can eat those guys. I can't eat meat.
Oh, no, there's no meat in this. Leaves and bread, because he doesn't know what else to eat besides the mushling guys. They hadn't really learned how to cook.
That was 100% of his diet?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I gotta put you on.
You don't eat meat, son. You gotta eat meat. I mean,
Tor, I think I know something about being strong, okay? I hit a little pause.
That is true. That is true.
I just have Smog under one arm while I'm hitting these poses.
I mean, but Coda, you're hitting these poses, and Smog is also looking very like handsome and accompanying your poses. It's like you're like proper models.
Tor is impressed.
Jesus is going to turn to Wilhelm, who is muted, but he's going to put a hand on Wilhelm's shoulder and say, my disciple, I think that this is as good as time as any, dude, to say that you
should get married.
What are you talking about, man?
No, we're going somewhere else with that. That's
fine. No, I'm saying that you've passed your training. You're officially, listen, you're officially good enough to be almost on my level. Not quite, but almost. I'm going to call you Jesus Jr.
I get another name?
No! All right, add it to the
Little
wiki.
Jesus.
Little Jesus. Little J.
Little J. Jesus Jr. Okay. Jesus the second.
I get two new names. The official new name is Little New Jesus, and the new nickname that comes with it, of course, is Little J. So I'm going to go by Little J from now on.
Sounds like the name of an album.
Lil J Wilhelm.
Little J Wilhelm.
It's kind of a cool name.
Does that mean
I just want to see...
Well, what? What's your
Can I start a church?
Can you want to start a church? Yeah, be my guest.
Student of Jesus.
Yeah.
That's great.
Let's do it together, man. I try to start a church.
And are we like, if people don't join us, we kill them kind of church?
No,
or more
dude.
Like for the financial gain, like Scientology kind of church?
No, it's just for the love of us kind of church.
Oh, sex cult. All right, I'm doing that.
That is a thing.
Oh god,
I really do want to see Art of Wilhelm now, where it's just him posed up, but he has like 5 fucking name badges on. Hi, my name is
the Shark. Fucking bullfrog. Pitbull. That's it.
Pitbull.
Wilhelm.
Shark at one point. Wilhelm.
Brenner. Whatever the fuck he said his name was before Wilhelm. That's incredible.
Say thank you, and the marriage proposals. Just we'll address that later. It's in the air. We're considering.
No. And.
All right. Well, that's all you had to say. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Where's this coming from? you've endlessly been like proposed to by people and proposed to people, but it's never been mutual.
Yeah. Here's the thing: it's what the shark is into. If you want him, he doesn't want you. But if you're something you can't have,
Yeah, fair enough. Like a loan.
Yeah.
all a metaphor.
Good.
All
I
a
also
metaphor.
love that the shark's like love life. He's so quick to jump into full commitment. Like,
He's just somebody gives him a little bit of like, hey, maybe, and he's like, okay, let's go, let's get married immediately.
He's from the 1920s. That's just what happened in the 1920s.
that is the culture back then.
Yeah,
They
that's
did-
100%.
He's in his 40s and he's not married. Oh my god.
You gotta get moving.
Right? Like, they didn't have phone number. They didn't have Facebook. They didn't really have phone numbers. So you couldn't just go up to someone and say, like, hey, what's your number? Hey, what's your Facebook? Hey, what's your Discord? You had to just go, hey, where do you live? You know?
Where do you live? And we could start sending letters to one another. Like, that's just how it is.
I actually did this weird deep dive into like the history of like other generations, like Tinder, and like obviously, stuff now is way more common to be online. But there was times where people would record VHS tapes of themselves, and, like,
dating,
send them out, hoping to get a phone call. Weird shit. People used to say in the newspaper, like, "I'm a woman with a farm. If you need a wife and land, come marry me." And then someone would show up 7 months later and hope that woman was still there.
You gotta get clever, man. You have to get
That's incredible.
YouTube was originally a dating site. You type in "I'm a man looking for a woman," and you just
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is that true? That doesn't
Back in
sound
like
right.
back in like 2005, that did exist.
Wow.
There was like a little feature. You could look on the Wayback Machine. There's a little tab at the top
Oh,
of that.
wow.
Yeah.
YouTube dating.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
Well,
Okay, are you guys...
we exit the cave.
Okay, you exit the cave. You exit the cave, you're back in the forest, man. And, are you guys heading back to the capital? I feel like there's a natural course. I mean, that's what Jesus says.
Where is Valhalla? Where is Odin's Hall? We need to go there.
Yeah, how are you dealing with this psycho first?
Right. I think Valhalla is like at the
Have
capital.
you guys figured out that it's Anthony's necklace that's the one that's transforming him? Right?
Yeah, because we saw it very clearly this time.
You saw it very clearly.
So it's going to be like, oh, okay,
Right.
I see what's going to happen.
I mean, if you guys are fed up with Tor the Valhalla guy,
Oh, we could try and
you could just...
interface with his... Cody is going to try that because Cody needs Anthony to be here right now.
All right, but he's a Viking. He's not gonna. Personal space is kind of his.
I'm not approaching him threateningly. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're
Like,
approaching
hey, man.
him. Yeah.
Your necklace, you didn't have that when you were, in Viking land, right?
He really erred. Bro really erred.
He looks.
What
down
is this? The start of a rusted rap?
My name is Tor, the Viking man. I come from the land of times and ham.
Sorry, this sounds more like not like Joshua now. Continue.
Yeah. I was like, I don't remember this exactly. No, I didn't even notice it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's like a new thing you get when you come to this world. But
Valhalla, right?
No, this isn't that. This is the bad place. You need to use the
Niflheim?
necklace.
Not
and you can go-
Niflheimer. No!
Yo, you can leave.
I fought in battle, Othin!
You can leave.
I
You can
died in
leave.
glorious battle!
You can go to Valheim not Valheim, Valhalla. if you use the necklace.
Huh? Wait, did I die? Am I even dead? I don't feel dead, which is strange.
Yeah, you'll find out when you click the. You've got to click the necklace. And
there's a
either
little
end up in
button on
Valhalla or
Somebody
back
do
to
a
your game.
persuasion check. It
Yeah,
probably
I think
wouldn't be hard.
Cody would have to persuasion.
Oh, sure, okay.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't have to be very high.
My
I
persuasion
like.
is not good.
Was it Niflheim? What's it called? The bad place.
Niflheimer's like the bad place. Yeah.
Yeah, I just love this Niflheim. No.
I think that's good enough.
Yeah, I think it just needs to be
So
above 10.
Tor is just gonna like grab the necklace and just like and just I don't know, fiddle fuck with the thing and just I don't
Fidget
know.
cube. And
Yeah, it's just like I don't know, I'm a Viking. What am I doing here?
Anthony comes back.
I want
Anthony's
to point
been
out
through.
at this point, I have rested Smog back on the ground. I'm no longer carrying him.
I'm doing all right. Anthony, you have been through therapy now. You spent the whole day at therapy, if you remember. So this is post-therapy Anthony.
All right. I'm
That
back.
has come back.
I knew this was going to happen.
As soon as Anthony appears, I'm going to grab him by the collar or chest or whatever he has. I'm going to pull him down in front of Smog.
Cody, what happened? Jesus.
Apologize to him.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You don't have to be so rough with me, man. I'm sorry. I had to take some time. I had to go see my wife. I had some therapy. I knew I was going to come back almost right away.
I then release him. I'm like,
all right. Yeah.
You brought this guy with us, knowing he couldn't fight. He died and you ran away. I had to save him.
You brought him back, though. So thank you.
I brought him back.
Thank you, Cody. I apologize to Smog. I've been through therapy at this point. I know when to admit, like, at some point in the therapy session, I was like, and he was just a fucking defenseless noblin, and I just left him to fucking die there in the cave with the giant monkey.
The therapist is like, oh, okay, well, he's paying. Like,
Now keep in mind, this is therapy in the year 2050. So
okay.
I don't know how it's going to be
Like
at that
super
point.
therapy.
Yeah.
It's
like, oh, okay.
But it is canonically Dr. GLaDOS. So I don't.
yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, you're right. So, sorry, Anthony's
it's an AI.
dead.
It's an AI that's therapy. You know, that's basically it.
Yeah.
He just committed suicide in the 24 hours he went home.
No, we did a check on that, and I crit succeeded, so I wouldn't have. Yeah.
You're right. Successful therapy session. You're right.
We did.
This is BetterHelp version 6.0 or whatever this is.
Anthony, so you came to the conclusion that because you got transported to this world against your own free will, you now want to put other creatures into deadly scenarios against their free will?
No, I realized what I did was not the right thing to do, and that was cowardly to just run away, and I won't do that again.
Man,
that's the conclusion I came to.
Therapy in the future sounds like it's pretty terrible.
I mean, I feel like it's been a little bit helpful. I mean, the robot lady told me to off myself, so I had to think about that for a moment. But
your therapist told you to off yourself?
She's not really a therapist. She was an AI that's like not really,
She worked for BetterHelp.
Look, a lot of people need therapy a lot of people need therapy in the year 2050. There's not enough therapists for everybody. They started outsourcing it to AI. AI's come a long way since, in the years since my grandfather's time. So,
my mother used to be a therapist. She analyzed every single action I did and the reasoning behind my actions, and that's why I never wanted to leave my room.
Oh, that sounds like like you need to work through a lot of stuff. That sounds like you need therapy, honestly.
I do, but it also sounds like therapy in the future sucks. Like it's.
Your mother was a fool, says Sir Button. He's bloodied, right? He was on like 3 HP.
Oh, yeah.
He comes up to you. He's like, Norman, you're one of the most extraordinary people I've ever seen, and I think your parents should be proud of what you've come to achieve. How could they even disgrace you like you are implying?
Honestly, I think I can become the strongest person in this world, achieve all the things, and my mom would still be like, you're doing that to compensate for the lack of things you did as a child.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
That is absolutely disgraceful. If with your permission, I will slay this vile being. He draws his sword.
I'm letting them work this out. I mean,
Cody's just watching like,
I go over to Smog though really quick, and I'm like, Smog, I get down on one knee, and I'm like, wow, you look more attractive.
Oh, this is like the shock all over again.
Yeah. Smog, I have to tell you, I'm sorry for making you come here. That was on me. That was my fault. I tried to justify it by saying that I wasn't, but I definitely did. Can you forgive me? It's okay if you can't.
It all sort of worked out at the end, I guess, but it was very painful. And there was nothing. It was just blackness, death. It was just nothing.
I'm so sorry I put you through that. I'm so sorry.
Maybe it's something I needed to be put through.
No one deserves that, and that was my fault. Yep, I'm so sorry. Anthony,
can I? While they're having that moment as well, I lean into Jesus. I'm like, Jesus, you're like Christ, right?
I'm Jesus. I'm the one and only.
God.
Nice to meet you.
Is there no afterlife for these guys?
For Noblins? I have no idea, man.
What are you doing?
Man,
I listen. There's big heaven for guys back at Earth, but this is a whole different plane of existence, right?
what if we die here?
then I don't know.
It turns out it's not Jesus Christ. It's just like Jesus from down the street.
Yeah.
That's just the
been
leading
assuming this
theory.
whole time.
Don't change your background to Aaron Rodgers 9/11, Briggs!
No!
No! Did you make this?
I didn't make nothing. This
No,
is
it was in the
just-
chat. I don't
made it
know.
on the
I
internet.
made it and put it in the chat.
You made
Greene made it!
You made it quick. I was looking in the background and I was like,
This
man,
is
you had to Photoshop.
this is a cooperative attack.
You had to Photoshop the plane and the Jets logo with the plane wings. You did all that in like a minute. That was pretty good. I
You've
mean,
combo
still, you shouldn't
moved.
have done that. You shouldn't have done that though. Seriously, but
You've combo moved my brain.
Hey, I made it. I kept it private. Briggs brought it to the public. That way, there's no one person responsible. We're all equally sharing in this.
You asked if I made it. I said I didn't make it. I just put it in my
Aaron
background.
Rodgers, I'm so sorry, Aaron.
I felt like the editing effort couldn't go unknown to the public.
I'm so sorry.
Listen, blind viewers, you're eating actually. Stay blind.
Stay blind. You're winning this time.
Congratulations. Anyway, Norman, what were you saying to Button before Tekking did his side thing and then Cody did his side thing on Tekking's side thing?
Honestly, I'd be happy to never talk to that woman again. But no, I don't plan on killing her because she's in another world now.
She's in another world. I see. Well, if anyone tries to disrespect you like that again, Norman, you tell me and I will fight for you. Thank you for changing your background.
Is that a mushroom?
You changed it to mushrooms. Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Wonderful.
Deadass,
Thank
I
you.
made
Thank
it,
you,
and I
Sir
was
Buddy.
like,
You're a
"That's
good
too
man."
much. I can't. That'll get me in trouble." And then Briggs just comes in here like, "Leroy."
It's my stream. I'm gonna get sued for defamation. I want to say legally, we don't think that Aaron Rodgers did the terrorist attacks of 9/11.
Yes.
You know what? This is all fiction. Norman and the shark think that. Briggs and Daniel Greene do not.
The shark doesn't know what 9/11 is.
I've been telling him, but now
You've
he's
been
confused.
informing him about
How many
9/11.
times do I have to say Briggs catches me up on pop culture? Any slip-ups I have been, or sorry,
9/11 was not pop culture.
I mean, something went pop. Okay.
Let's move on.
It was just a trend.
Back in secondary school, we had to, for our final drama GCSE performances, we all had to do like these plays. And this group had to do one about 9/11.
I swear to God, if this is going where I think it's going.
This group had to do one about 9/11, and they all had these really dramatic things about being victims of 9/11. Which is crazy to give to a bunch of 15-year-olds, but they
In England.
You're in
England.
England, so it's like, you know.
But the groups of the mixed quality of actors. One of the kids was terrible, and I couldn't. He's pretending he's about to die in 9/11. He stands there and he goes. He's got this thick French accent, and he just goes, "I want to be able to watch the American football game tomorrow."
What the fuck was your school?
I had to like.
If we would have done that in high school here, that would have been on the news. Like, people are making fun of this national tragedy. That would have been like, what the fuck, man?
Oh gosh.
I think ISEKAI D&D is my new favorite D&D.
It's certainly the most controversial out of all of them, I'll tell you that.
This is the episode that gets Matthew Mercer to unfollow me on Twitter. All right. If anybody ever dares to say anything spiteful against you, Norman, I will strike them down. You have my word.
I appreciate that. If you ever run into Aaron Rodgers, make sure you take him out.
Who is that? Who is this Aaron Rodgers?
He did a very bad thing.
He did a very, very bad thing.
He did a bad thing. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, well, I will kill him as soon as I see him.
Someone just knocked on my apartment door. Everyone, chill the fuck out. All right.
Put the lights off. Put the lights
Well,
off.
we're not over speakers, right?
No, I think he's saying it's the FBI.
Okay, I see. I thought he meant like he had someone over and he just hears off over the speakers.
I love how there's somebody here. It might be the FBI. I'm just gonna shut my office. Let Kayla deal with it. It's just
I'm committed to work right now. I don't know. Fuck off.
This is work.
I mean, yeah, I guess technically.
Yeah, whatever. You guys, what are you doing? Wait, Where are you?
What are we doing?
You're in the forest.
All right,
You've just
let's
killed
go
a
to the
monkey.
capital.
I've apologized to Smog, so
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
are
good
you
with
guys
that,
gonna
you know?
rest in the
Yeah,
town first?
we'll take everyone back to
Nobopolis.
You know, we'll take Smog and Crunkle back to Nobopolis,
Yeah.
and we'll rest there. And then in the morning, we'll journey out.
As Crunkle comes back, everyone's like, "The king is back! The king!" And they all cheer.
Woo!
Because they were worried about him
Mm-hmm.
ever since the Great Fall, as they tend to call it.
It happened yesterday.
Well, they have to name it
Already
something.
has a name.
They're
They have
creating
to name it
tapestries.
something. When did
there's
they
like-
call the Great War the Great War? Was it day 1? I would imagine it'd be like day 2. You know
Yeah,
what I
patch
mean?
notes,
Yeah.
update, Great War.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
one's great, actually. You thought it was just a mediocre war? Nah.
Oh no.
No,
It's a
no,
big
no.
ass
This one's
war.
amazing.
Big war. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
7 out of 10.
Keeping
Too
it-
much water.
Keeping it normal. I just want to say right now, the entity that I am in control of for this is going to ask a question, and that question is going to be reasonable.
Okay.
Does this mean the person who was teaching me is no longer in the party and they've left? It sounded like that from what you're saying.
Jesus is here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
You
you-
don't-
you
oh, I
sounded like
see.
he was-
There's people around your house and you don't want to out loud say, "Jesus, is Jesus gone?" Okay.
No, he's still with us.
Jesus
He's still with
he's
us.
still hanging. You guys have all gone back to Nobopolis together, and you're all gonna sleep and rest in Nobopolis. They're creating tapestries of King Crunkle's great fall. And
So he just got me to level 2, and then he's like, "I'm done with you." Like, what?
yeah, well, you've learned now. Now you proficiently know enough about being a monk that you can level up monk yourself by your own
At
training.
a certain point, you gotta carry on your own journey.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
You can't hold your hand.
Yeah, he's got you the first way. First
I
part.
got good enough to get better on my own.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you're fine.
He taught you how to write. You have to learn how to create novels.
You are as the snowball falling down the mountain to become a mighty avalanche.
Yeah.
I get all that, but it does feel like because he's still gonna hang around, he's just like, "You got it."
He's gonna hunt
might
around for
just-
a bit until you guys go back to the capital, and
He might
becomes
also
a-
just be lazy. Who knows?
yeah. I mean, he immediately clonks out the moment you get back to the town. He doesn't even. He just sleeps on the ground somewhere. He's like curled up into a little ball.
Yeah.
No, he always sleeps in a T pose, just to remember. just to be humble about it. Daniel Greene's trying to suppress his laughter.
Yeah, I mean, we I don't think we have anything else to do in this area, so we'll get our rest in. And then we need to have a conversation with Sir Button.
Well, Smog is going home. He turns around to everyone and goes,
"Go home.
Thank you for the experiences. I need to do a lot of thinking and a lot of reevaluating my priorities in life.
Live your life to the fullest, Smog.
I think I have to, because it could end at any instant."
Yeah. Smog, I'm sorry. Thank you for coming
Thank
with
you.
us, though.
I literally owe you my life. If you need anything, Cody, you just say the word.
You've given me everything I think that I could ask for.
I'm going to go learn how to destroy 2 cards in the card pool when I am drafted. Goodbye. Sorry.
Smog's effect.
Smog's story will continue in Isekai D&D, the card game.
Card game. That is what Cardi's going to be.
Dude, maybe we could. Oh, wait. Are you doing a thing like Dane Goodman canonically made the card game? So in this universe, that Smog canonically is the one that went off and fulfilled his life by creating the Isekai D&D card game?
The Vestoria card game.
Smog.
It would probably be Ripper canonically if it was anybody.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe it's a
After he
club.
loses the otherworldly brewery.
Yeah. He's like, what am I going to do now? Okay. Right. So
So
you guys
I
have
gotta
rested.
talk to Sir Button in the morning.
It
or
is now
at
the
night.
morning. The morning dawns. You guys are all getting ready to return to the capital. And Briggs, Norman, you turn to Sir Button. And he's standing there. He's all ready. He's all packed. He's got his sword in hand. I'm so excited to be part of this journey. To learn.
Sir Button.
Yes.
I mean,
How-
you're
did I
welcome
pass?
to join us.
Did I pass the test?
Yeah, I mean, you survived. You definitely helped us. But the only thing I'm concerned about is we have more gods to face and potentially way more dangerous battles.
I can face any danger. There's all the more reason I should be here. I will get stronger, and I'll make sure that you come to no harm, Norman.
I'm also worried. I feel like you're a different type of magic user than me. I don't know if I could actually teach you anything.
I can learn. I'll practice. You'll see.
I really do like you, Sir Button. I'm gonna go. I'll talk to the group and see what they say, because this is a crazy, dangerous adventure we're on.
You really do like me. That's so kind.
Yeah, you seem like a good guy. You seem like a good guy.
I'm as good as you're a great guy. That's what I've got to say about you.
Thank you. I guess. Thank you. But what about like the town? You don't need to protect people here or work
to protect
here? Like,
Sacramento? No. There's no war here in the forest anymore. I think Sacramento will be safe under the protection of the barons and the king.
All right. I'm gonna go and talk to the guys, and I'll come back. Okay.
Oh, you go talk to those guys. I'll sit here and just sort of watch at a distance.
Cody.
Hey, buddy.
Sir Button really wants to come. I don't know how to break it to him. Do you guys want him to come?
Well,
I don't mind. Can he fight? I don't want to be. I don't want to happen again. You know.
He seems useful. He seems strong. You know.
He seems like a cool dude. I just don't want the Smog situation to happen.
Yeah, I don't want that to go down
basically
again.
on the verge of death at the end of the key fight.
Yeah. I mean, out of character. DM question.
Hello.
Would a character like Sir Button actually get stronger and level up as the player characters do?
Probably a little. I think all of them do. I mean, Little Feather did, and any character that sends substantial time with you guys will get stronger.
I couldn't even figure out what the word was you were aiming for.
Any person who spends substantial time with you will progressively get stronger as they do so. Yes.
Yeah. I think he's a strong ally, and I think we need more friends going forward. I don't think he's anything like Smog. You know, this guy's a warrior.
I agree. I think he's ready to fight regardless of the consequences. I wanted to make sure you guys are on the same page. Anthony, you seem like you're cool with it. Is Wilhelm here?
Is Wilhelm woken up?
Yeah, sorry, there's just conversation going there, so I'm keeping myself muted so you guys.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
How do you feel about Sir Button, my man?
How can I say this? I like the idea of keeping things lean and clean.
What does that mean? What?
Cody knows what that means.
So, I don't think Norman would be able to follow. Could I do an insight? Is that what I would roll?
Why? I don't follow. What does lean and clean mean?
He wants to keep the group lean and clean.
No excess.
No extra fall.
Yeah.
But Norman wouldn't pick up on that verbiage.
Guys, I'm a moron. I'm just a moron.
I thought that was pretty clear, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm just idiot. I'm just so dummy coded. I don't think you. I don't know. I don't know how obvious it is that I don't know if a 10 is good enough.
Perfectly average insight.
I'll be like, do you mind elaborating what you mean by that? I'm not sure of the terminology.
We're in the later stages of our adventure, and I think it would be apropos. I don't want anyone else in our fucking group.
Oh, okay.
Here's your conflicting opinions, right?
Shark, you gotta communicate, all right? That's the whole point of this, you know?
You got two pros and one no's.
Well, you've kind of got one pro, one no, and then
one wait, maybe, yeah.
Anthony's kind of being like, you know,
do whatever.
Oh, I don't know. I said I'm okay with him as long as he can fight and he's here of his own free will, and that's fine. Then
I'm not getting Brewer vibes.
I'm not getting Brewer vibes either, but we could like help him out, and like he could help us out for like another fight or two type of thing.
Here's what I'm thinking, guys. Okay, is that once we've unlocked this fountain, once it really comes to a head with these gods, what if we have to fight all of them at once? We need to have numbers on our side, you know? Like
he could work for like the otherworldly brewery in like the meantime, or like help out and guard there if we don't want to bring him on every quest. But I think, you know, he helped us with Key for sure.
Construct an army.
A lot of people are going to die if we have to fight, if all 12 of these gods come out at once.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
They might fuse into a super god.
That sounds so much better.
I watch a lot of anime. That's my guess.
We don't know what's going to happen. Okay, I just want to be prepared for any eventuality.
Okay. I vote yes then.
2 yeses, 1 no. All right, I guess he's tagging along for now.
I'm not going to fight anyone on it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, he's not a brewer.
He's not a brewer. He's not a brewer.
Not a brewer. I'll settle with that. That's fine.
No.
All right, so I walk up to Sir Budden. Budden, looks like you're joining us for the time being.
Wow, they unanimous yes, I assume.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah.
Wilhelm especially likes you a lot.
Oh,
How
wow.
presumptuous! A unanimous yes, of course.
I'll go and say my thanks to the group. Hey, group. I saying my thanks. Thank you.
Oh yeah, no problem, dude.
Yeah, of course. Just
I will not let you
safe
down
out there.
in combat or in any other means. And if I pledge my sword to the group in general, but mostly Norman.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. If things are getting rough though, and you want to leave, you can do that.
Okay, for our blind listeners, you can describe Daniel Greene that the shark does that.
I warmly hugged him into the group.
Yep.
He crossed the finger across his neck in a threatening stance.
No, Rustage.
Okay.
I don't like blind people getting the full story.
Sorry. The door opens and Kayla comes in and the first thing she hears is, I don't like blind people, it's crazy.
Kayla is well familiar.
Oh, my Discord. Oh, my.
Cut out there for a second. Yeah.
Sorry,
good,
yeah,
though. We're
Discord's back.
And
Okay.
literally the last thing I heard from Daniel Greene was, I don't like blind people.
Okay, we're back. I'll cut that. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, you guys are now partied up and you're heading back to the capital.
All right. How long is this going to take?
I don't know, like a good 5-6 days. As you guys, you leave the forest where Nobopolis and Sacramento are, and you're venturing down the grassy plains, passing by lakes and mountains and trees. Are any of you actively looking around at your areas as you're traveling? Is anyone actively perceiving?
Yeah, Cody is like he has a lot of experience with the outdoors, traveling long distances, hiking, doing things on foot. He just is always scouting.
Give me that flat perception check, Cody.
My perception isn't great though. But no, it's good, but I don't have proficiency.
Survival, maybe?
No, I mean
my survival is excellent, but that's for tracking and stuff.
Yeah. This is specifically for just keeping a lookout.
Yeah,
right.
Hit me with that perception. That's
pretty
amazing.
I lied.
All right,
It's incredible.
Cody, you notice movement in the foliage around you as you get to a clearing where there's sort of a mountain, a cliff, a hill, sort of a small mountain on one side.
Okay.
There's a little lake to your right.
There's movement in the foliage immediately around us?
Yeah, you could see, and actually a guy jumps out in front of you, but he does not take you by surprise.
Okay.
As he would have done if you got a terrible perception. The man jumps. He's in a hooded cloak.
Yeah.
And you immediately spot him, so you could say anything you want to incur that you immediately spot him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a really casual greeting, I'll clock that he's rustling in the bushes, but I want there's no change in my stride, and as he jumps out, I'm just like, hey.
Oh.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, hello. This is quite awkward. I was going to take you by surprise, but seems like my disguises
I've
aren't
got sharp wits.
what they used to be. He takes off the hood and sort of throws his cloak away, and you can sort of see his body. He looks like a chiseled statue. Literally, he looks like the statue of David.
Oh, okay.
His
like a stone
body
man.
is made out of marble.
Ooh, okay.
But it has little cracks in it. You can see little glows underneath the cracks. And in his hand, he's holding a chisel and a hammer. And he looks towards you.
Can we help you?
Is this really the group?
I don't.
He like scans
so-
over you
Yeah.
guys.
We are him.
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking for a group, it's probably us.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I can't
Yeah.
imagine
Of
any
all the
other groups that are
collectives of
wandering
people,
around
we
here.
are the one.
Yeah, we're kind of the shit right now. So
Please
yeah.
Yeah,
don't.
we're them. We're them.
Don't take offense to what I'm about to say, but you don't look strong.
I'm gonna kill him.
I mean, here you shouldn't have said that, man.
Remember
Of all
what
the
Jesus
things
said.
to
I am
say.
surprised that both Gumpy and Ix fell to the likes of you. But
Who are that?
Dumpy? Oh, you knew that guy?
he was my friend.
He was an ass.
You're an ass. He pulls out the chisel.
You're here to throw down, huh?
Two things can be true at once.
Um,
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I learned that in therapy.
Hey guys, who's Gumpy? I can't remember. Can't keep
Me
track.
neither. I cannot
You remember the
Well, you know,
sheep
you know
guy?
when you're so strong, like look at this guy that you don't remember all the people that you've slain.
Yeah.
for hundreds
that's
of
us.
years, our organization has had a perfect record with every single target we've been sent to kill. Until you guys.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
Oh, wait a minute. This might have been something you dealt with my grandfather. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I wasn't part of that.
Well, you can step aside then.
All right, cool.
I've suffered traumatic brain injuries and don't remember most.
I
things.
walked 7 feet to the left.
You're one of the finger guys, right? You're here
Yes.
to finger us.
Where I'm.
Listen, I thought we were finished with you guys. Who's even paying you anymore?
We're not being paid for this particular job.
What? You're
Damn
just
it.
doing it for fun? What?
So we have another reason to go take. Did still pay you? Can you say that?
Well, she
I
did
thought I
ask.
heard.
I
Let's go!
care not for that woman. She did ask me to do this, but
All right, guys. Snow paid this guy. We're gonna have to kill Snow.
Are we fighting the chiseled statue guy then?
Wait.
I have a better way out of this. I have a way out of this right now.
Okay. All right. What's up?
Wilhelm.
Hey, chiseled marble guy. We have infinite money. Why don't we just give you like $1 million and you fuck off?
I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing
Okay,
this.
but you could not do it for a certain amount of money.
He seems
You
dedicated.
killed 2 fingers. And
10
what is a
million.
hand without all 5 fingers?
I do respect the
It
idea
certainly
that a
gives you a
human
whole
life
lot
is
of
worth
cash.
more than any amount of money. I do respect that. Yeah.
Listen, do you really want to operate a hand with no fingers?
Oh,
Okay, that was
You
good.
are
That was a
naive.
threat. That was a threat. Yeah.
Yes, maybe you took on Gumpy and Ix and somehow beat them. But you were just fighting them all on versus 1. And then out of another bush comes this man with a gas masks and a hood up. He's got a multicolored little jumper on. He's got 2 spray
shit.
cans in his hand.
Oh my god.
And on top of the mounted top, there's this lady who's like wearing paper on her body, and she's she almost looks like a ninja.
What did you guys do to all these people? Jesus.
Can I roll
We
persuasion?
are 3. Sorry, what do you say?
Can I please roll persuasion? and
What are you
just say,
trying to persuade?
If any one of you is willing to betray and fight on our side, I will pay you $10 million.
Firstly, you have disadvantage. Secondly, I don't even know if this is doable, but go ahead and try. I'm not going to stop you from trying.
I could ask Mr. Wellington. I'd rather not, fight them.
Yeah, but they
just
might
That's
not accept
18.
any.
Yeah, they're not doing this for financial gain, obviously. They're doing this because you guys killed 2 members of their organization, and they have a reputation to uphold.
I know it's crazy, but they value human life more than money. And,
Think of it this way. Maybe one of them's just not as into it as the rest. Maybe they're seeing the weaknesses in their group and they're waiting for an out. I'm just trying to find that one out of 3.
See, yeah, I mean, I get you. Let's see if there's any weak links. Yeah.
Okay, 18 doesn't work on any of them, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'll grant it to you, Shark. There's probably at least one of them here that's heart is not completely into it,
That's
but
what I'm trying to go for.
I know, but we just don't know which one it is. Yeah.
So, how far away is the one that's on the hill?
The one that's on the hill is on a hill behind you guys.
Yeah.
The one that's on a hill is on the hill. Okay.
He's about 40, 50 feet behind you guys, and then up probably another like 20, 30 feet.
Right.
This stone guy's about 20 feet away. They're both within moving distance of you guys. The two on the ground approaching you. He says to you very sternly, do you have any last words before we do this?
Please don't.
Do you have any last words?
Well, back in the old days, it was tradition to introduce ourselves before we attacked our targets. I am Mason, leader of the God's Fingers. And then in the corner, you hear that the guy goes, I'm Grappa!
Oh my god.
He's excitable.
And then on the mountain, you hear. You don't really hear anything. It's
just Michael Cera's voice in the distance.
And
hi,
today,
I'm the Shark, aka the Pitbull, aka Wilhelm, aka Pitbull, Shark Bull, aka sometimes just the Lone Shark, aka guys, I'm stalling, aka Little Shark, Little J, aka Jesus' disciple. Shwabadi, or sorry, Cody, your turn.
Oh, I'm Cody Laron. I don't have any other names. Sorry.
The rest of you, actually.
Don't be rude, Anthony.
Just to be clear, I'm not a target, right? I can leave.
Yeah, you can leave. Just
okay.
Get out of
I
here.
start walking away. No, not really. I start walking away.
This is the second time he's done this, in like a day.
About exactly 100 feet away from this battle.
All right. My name is.
For no reason, I specify that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, he just walked away. My name is Norman. You call me Norman. Little Normie. Great wizard. Strongest wizard.
Would you like to start fighting now?
Him.
Hey, no, I'm Jesus Christ, the one, Son of God, Holy Spirit, all that, Bible,
right.
That was me. 50,000 fish, that was me. You might know my work, walking on water. I starred in A Camel Through the Eye of the Needle. Blinding cure people. I mean, curing blind people. I just checked my IMDb. I've done a whole bunch. I am Sir Button, and I fight for Sacramento.
Damn straight he does.
The entire forest, and for my liege lord, Norman, the Great Wizard.
Yeah, they all call me the liege lord.
Wait. I don't want to drag you into this old rivalry, Button. Okay, this is old blood. It doesn't involve you. You can sit this one out. You too, Jesus.
Oh, I can.
I'm happy for this to be a 3v3.
Okay, I'll chill, man.
And then I whispered to Jesus, unless we really look like we're struggling.
I could chill, man. I could chill. I didn't I help kill one of the what the fuck? What's the fabricy girl?
Nick?
I swear I was there.
Yeah.
I
Was Jesus there for that?
I think so. No, was I?
I look at Mason. Was Jesus there for that?
Sorry, chat. Was Jesus there for that? Washington was definitely there. Jesus wasn't there.
Saying he wasn't.
No, but my president was, and I work underneath him. So.
Oh, I mean,
I'm a stand-in for George. You know what they say?
Button.
Jesus is and I fight alongside Norman to life and to death. To death do us part.
Oh,
I fight.
Before we fight, do you want to hear about my son? I got a kid. He's not here, but
I thought you had a daughter. Oh, you're talking about Finn. Are you talking about Finn?
Finn.
Sorry, real life Wilhelm has a daughter.
Right, but not. Yeah,
no.
I'm not going to drag her into this.
Yeah, right. You could tell us about
my
your
fucking
son.
zip code? No.
Yeah. Give us all the information, says Mason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we exchange numbers.
Yeah. What about your son? Before we kill you.
Oh, we discarded again.
You cut out there for a second.
What about your son before we kill you?
I used the cute as a button. Not that button, but you know.
No,
Yeah, very
I
good.
don't know what you're talking about. Okay, if we must fight, then we must fight.
Alright.
Can we spread out? I feel like we're a little crowded.
Is
We
there
should
a
spread
map,
out a little bit.
Rustich?
Yeah, there is a map.
I was gonna say a map would be very helpful right now, considering everything. Okay, now, this is a good map too, because I walked way the fuck away.
Mason is big, if this map is to be believed.
Yeah, Mason is big. He's a big statue.
I
He's
see. I
he's a
thought he was
statue.
like a man-sized statue.
No, he's
No,
a
he's
statue-sized statue.
Like 10, 12 feet tall.
Yeah. You know, like
Wow.
the size that statues are when you go to the museum. He's that big.
There were small statues. There were human-sized statues.
Yeah, but he's one of the big
I
ones.
feel like most statues are human-sized in
they're
a museum.
they're slightly bigger than human-sized.
Okay.
Give me a good
Is he
reason.
slightly bigger, or is he very big?
He's big. He's large. He's not huge. He's large.
He's Shaq-sized.
Well, no, he's large. He's probably like
would
7 or 8.
Shaquille O'Neal still be a medium humanoid?
Would he? I think he's not 7 foot, is he? He's just.
Yeah,
Is
he's
he?
like 7 foot something.
Oh, is he? I thought he was like 6'11". Am I stupid? No, you're right. He would
don't
be
know.
7 foot. Shaq.
Yeah, he's 6'13".
He's 7'1".
Oh,
Wow.
I think large creatures are just above 7 foot, so he probably would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So someone
Alright,
could correct
well-
me on that.
All right.
All
right,
before
small
we fight, can we
thing.
do some stretches? I just feel like that'd be good for
I am
everyone to
letting
do
him know
stretches
as Anthony is walking away from the battle and completely undeterred by that. I am casting fly on myself as I walk away. All right.
Oh, he. Okay, you cost. Wait, sorry.
I'm just what? I'm just
You were doing that
walking
whilst everyone was talking, I assume.
while everyone's talking, and I'm walking away. I said, "Hey, I'm not part of this. They're
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
targeting
You're
me.
yeah,
I'm just gonna leave." And they
Yeah.
apparently bought that, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
Just-
You're gone.
okay.
You're gone.
I have
you're
my
gone.
armor on, is what it's.
It's why I'm stalling for time, trying to give you enough
Yeah.
to go 100 feet, which takes how many seconds to go that far?
I mean, 30 feet every like modicum of a 6-second mount, so it probably doesn't take very long.
Well,
I'm trying way
that's
too
you
hard.
running. Right?
Yeah.
Like you're running a combat. If you're walking,
think
it's
it's
probably.
like
But
I'm not 100 feet. It's fine. It's okay.
you could be 100 feet. You got there. I'm not
Okay,
saying you didn't.
Okay.
You are 100 feet away. Ah, fuck. Let's roll initiative.
Initiative. Okay. Yeah.
The battle begins with Graffer. He screeches. He pulls out his spray cans. Let's go! Yeah! I'll fucking kill you! Which one of you took down Ix? We had something going, man.
we genuinely can't even remember.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
That's how insignificant these fingers are. You fingers are.
He leaps over with impossible speed. And
Okay.
he's going to spray a can into Wilhelm's eyes.
What?
Wilhelm.
Okay.
There's a 13 does hit Wilhelm because his armor class is 11. You take 14 damage. I need you to do a con save for me.
Oh, this is gonna
Well,
be
hold
fun.
up. Don't I have my monk dodge thing now, or is that not
No,
used
you
in
have to
moments like
use
this?
your bonus action to do the dodge. Yeah, so you don't have that at the
Okay,
moment.
And you said it's a Constitution save?
Can you do a Constitution save for me?
Yes, I can.
He pulls out a
Right.
spray can. He sprays this like acid into your face. Oh, and you fail. Wilhelm, you are blinded.
Ah!
So you cannot see. Shout out all our blind listeners. Now you can. Now you're one of them. This whole time. This whole time.
bitch.
And then he's gonna spray Jesus.
Gosh.
Oh
And
man.
he hits Jesus. And Jesus now has to do a con save.
He has a gas mask, but it doesn't cover his eyes.
He's not wearing it.
You should get advantage on that save, though, if he's wearing a mask, right?
Yeah, it's not covering his eyes though.
It's spraying into the eyes. It's not like poison. It's just like acid into the eyes.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So pepper spray. I got pepper spray.
Yeah, you got graffiti. Oh yeah, you both fail. So both Jesus and Wilhelm immediately are blinded.
You just got spray paint in the
Make-
eyes. So
Make
yeah,
sure you
there
take
go.
the 14 damage as well. Norman is up.
Oh, right.
All right. I just realized how OP this ability is last time. So Norman's gonna be like, all right, let's isolate this fight, and I just create a wall circle of fire around the far. What's the range on this? Actually, let me check. 120 feet.
Yeah, where
Jesus.
are you doing it?
I want to do it on the guy that's really far. What's his name?
You talk about Ori on the mountain?
Ori, yes. I had to zoom in to even see his name.
Yeah.
He's pretty far away. Ori on the mountain, just like I lift 2 fingers up, and a circle of fire goes around him.
Yeah. Okay. So you do that. Ori does have this ability that she can use her reaction. When any sort of flames are near her, she can turn, her body starts to shift into this sort of like almost like paper like hot air balloon, and she starts floating upwards and sort of lands somewhere else by a rock somewhere on like she's down from the mountain though. You got her off the mountain, but she's now used her reaction to be able to do that. It is 20 feet
high, so she just avoided it altogether.
Yeah, she essentially the flames push the whatever. You know how hot air balloons work.
Yeah,
she flew above it. She flew above it.
Would she still take the damage from that for this?
I think she would initially take the damage. She would take the initial damage. Yes. So have her take that damage. She's got to do a what saving throw though?
Dexterity.
All right, so she will do that dex save and float down, but that is her reaction to do that. Oh, she's good at dex saves. That's like her thing.
But is she good at it right here, right now? Yes, she is.
19, I think that succeeds. So she takes half the damage. What is it, 5d10? Or 5d8?
5d8.
All right, give me that 5d8. So she does get hit. She takes 10 damage. She does get hit by the flames, but she folds herself into a paper hot air balloon and then lands down on the ground. She's actually closer to Anthony now than other people.
Well played.
That helped me out, actually, so thank you, yeah.
We got some gamers here.
She says something, but you can't really hear her. She's a bit too far away. Norman, are you doing anything else?
I will back up to the tree.
Okay, you're going to back up towards a tree, and you're just by a tree now. Wilhelm, you're up. You are blinded for a decent while now, so everything you're going to do will be with disadvantage. Good luck. What are you going to do, Wilhelm?
All right. So
you've just sprayed in the face. Yes.
Yeah, so I can't see what's in front of me. So that means like swinging at something is going to be pretty much ridiculous.
Disadvantage.
You would have disadvantage. You know he's roughly in front of you.
Yeah, but I'm not. I think
it could be like that Star Wars scene though, where he's like relying on the Force. So you're relying on your monk abilities. Your eyes are closed, and you just start.
It's specifically disadvantage on anything that relies on sight. So use some other sixth sense, and you'll be okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna try and tackle him because I feel like it's less disadvantage because he just ran up to me and sprayed. So I can then leap at him. I'm gonna try and do that. Is that still disadvantage or is that normal? Because
I probably still a disadvantage.
Okay.
Right? Yeah,
I mean,
it's still a target.
It would be like
a physical attack. Yeah.
It would be what like a strength contest grapple.
Yeah.
But you have disadvantage.
You
in
have
the
disadvantage.
Actually, before I decide on this, how much smaller to me does he look?
Sorry, you can't see him.
That's right.
How big the guy do you look like?
I know.
Is it Andre the Giant or Mini-Me?
No, this guy is he's like 5'7". So
he's still taller than I am.
Yeah, let's go for a strength contest.
Okay. Yeah, he's not that strong.
I'm gonna try and just tackle him.
He's taller than me. That's still pretty tall.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's not Tekking.
I know it isn't. That was the joke.
Yeah, I know. Okay, do a disadvantage athletics. He'll do a regular athletics. Oh my god, you succeed. You got a 20, you got a 16. Oh my god. Right. So you get blinded and then you immediately pounce on him. And he's now grappled to the ground. So Daniel Greene.
Rustage, can I still use my extra attack?
Yeah, you still have one more attack because this only used one of your attack actions. So you can still make an attack against this. And it will be a normal attack because he is grappled. So it's a mixture of disadvantage and advantage. So go ahead and use your improvised weapon. Describe to me how you're doing this.
Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and just tackle him to the ground, and I'm going to try and bring my baseball bat. This guy, I imagine, is like kind of up against us, just up into his jaw.
Okay, you don't have your baseball bat anymore. I do want to stress this. You gave all your weapons to Julag. So your improvised weapon is just using what's around you to attack him. So you could pick up a stone, you could hit him with a branch. Like, there are things, that's what you're good at. So that's what you got the feats for.
Can I grab my own fist and hit him with my own
Sure! Yeah, fuck it. So this isn't a punch attack, it's an improvised weapon where you use your arm as a weapon with your other arm. So hit that improvised weapon, regular attack.
I love that. I love that. That's fucking beautiful. Yep.
Yeah,
so funny.
24 hits, so do the damage.
It's like the perfect,
Yeah.
beautiful combination of a
And-
monk and fighter.
And because you've hit him, now you can make attacks with your bonus action if you want to. You have a choice here. You can either just make another attack because you're using a light weapon, or because you are now a monk level 2, you can spend a key point to do flurry of blows and make 2 attacks with your monk weapon, which is just your unarmed strike. So what
I'm
do you
gonna
want to
do
do
my
here?
flurry of blows.
Yeah, so give me 2 fists. Fist me twice.
Oh my.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
That should be there. It's Monk Fist. 11 doesn't hit, unfortunately. Do the other one. 23 does hit, so you hit with another fist, slam it down into his fucking face, dealing that 7 damage. You just start pummeling at him on the ground. Eyes burning. I do want to stress, your eyes are
Can
burning.
I do my action surge now?
You can.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's do my action surge.
Okay, so that means you have 2 more improvised weapon attacks, if you were to go ahead and do that.
Oop.
19 and 23 hits.
Surge him.
Oop. Oop.
So dude, you're rolling terribly on these dice, but yeah, 19.
Oh, I'm rolling disadvantaged every time.
That's okay.
Should I still be disadvantaged?
You're on normal attacks. It's okay. I've just been taking the first number anyway. So you stop fucking. Are you still hitting him with your own arm as the weapon? Because that's what you're doing. You're pummeling into him with your own arm as the weapon, and now again you have. Oh no, you don't have another bonus action. It just doubles your action. So that's what you've done.
Well, I can't do flurry of fists again.
No, because that's on your bonus action. Action surge only gives
Okay.
you extra.
Also, do you have
actions.
Tavern Brawler?
Yes, I do.
Ooh.
I thought he was going to say something else. All he went was, ooh.
That does an extra damage then.
Do you?
Wait, that
What extra
Okay,
damage?
no,
Yeah.
I was considering that or disarming attack, and it was between that and something else. And I ended up choosing it.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
I don't know. I am. He might do.
It feels like he should, but I don't think so.
Yes, you do have Tavern Brawler.
Oh, nice.
What does Tavern Brawler do?
I don't know. Somebody in the chat says it does extra damage.
That's
That's BG3. I never took Tavern Brawler in BG3. I don't even know what it does in BG3.
Yeah. That's Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, it doesn't do extra damage. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Tavern Brawler is what's giving your improvised weapons proficiency, which is why that's what you
Okay.
use.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Yeah.
Great. Gosh. All of that rules talk out the way. You've just punched this guy a whole bunch, and he's very mad. But it is now Ori's turn. The
Oh, boy.
paper lady on the other side of the map, she folds a small piece of paper together into a little bird, and she lets it fly. And she's going to let it fly towards Wilhelm, because Wilhelm is immediately the first threat. So Wilhelm, there's this small little paper bird that is flying towards you, flapping in the air, until it eventually hits you, or doesn't. Oh, it doesn't have the plus modifier on it, so it would be a plus. It would be that plus the modifier, so plus 6 on that. Plus 7 on that. Sorry, so 16. Does a 16 hit? Yes, because everything hits Wilhelm.
Oh yeah, because you're just wearing regular clothes. I forgot.
Yeah. And that's fine for a monk because you add your constitution and wisdom, but he doesn't. No, not your constitution. Your dexterity and wisdom, but he doesn't have any dexterity or wisdom. So technically, he shouldn't even be allowed to multi-class, but we've just allowed it anyway, just because for fun.
Yeah.
So you are hit with this bird immediately, and that does damage. You
Okay.
take 17 damage, Wilhelm. But then, as it hits you, it explodes. You and Jesus have to do dexterity saving throws.
Wait, so does the guy beneath me.
Yeah,
though,
so
if
does
it's
the guy
exploding?
beneath you. Yeah. No, well, he's gonna just. He has disadvantage on this.
15.
That fails.
Ah,
It's just a 15.
you were so confident. Yeah.
I think Jesus is pretty good at these, right?
Well, he usually is.
Yeah, he's proficient.
Not now, though.
Not now, though. So you guys are going to take an extra, I think it's just 46 damage of explosion. Just 15 extra damage you take, and same with Jesus, he takes 15 damage, and so does the guy on the ground, also takes 15 damage, so that explosion goes off. But be careful, because there's another one coming.
Oh no!
Another bird flies through the air, and let's see if this one hits you again.
Same target? Okay.
Same time. Well, yeah, you
disadvantaged or no?
No.
Okay.
No disadvantage or anything. Oh, again, I haven't added her fucking thing. It's 8 plus 7, so 15 definitely hits. 15 hits, so another explosion of paper. 18 initial damage, and then you also failed the saving throw, so you also take another 13 damage on top of that.
Ah, jeez.
So that would be 21 damage, or 31 damage.
31 damage, Wilhelm, as you get fucking paper bombed.
So I'll get 62.
Okay.
Jesus succeeds, takes half damage, and the guy on the ground also takes 13 damage. So,
wait, sorry. Is as a fighter, don't you have proficiency in dexterity saving throws?
Do you? No, I thought fighters was
Is it Constitution and Strength?
I think it was Constitution and Strength, is it not?
Okay, never mind.
Listen.
So I was just confused because I was looking at it, says, wait, oh, you're not even doing a saving throw, you're just doing dexterity.
Oh yeah, sorry, you're not even. Regardless.
Okay, as long as the modifier is not different, I'm just.
Wait, but you're right. He did do the 15 on the first one. Yeah. You don't get. He doesn't have a proficiency
in Constitution and Strength. Okay.
It's Constitution.
So it would still be a 0.
Okay. Right. Yeah. You still
just checking.
Just checking.
Oh man.
Just checking.
No, but I got a lot of health, so I just take damage and then I keep going.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's Mason's turn.
Oh boy.
Go.
All right, Mason. I see, and I'm like, you know, like those like wrestler poses where they're like getting ready to catch someone who's like running towards them. Just like, come on, big guy.
Yeah. Okay. He walks up towards you. He's got his perfectly carved body. He's like, he's a
little
Greek
distracted,
goddess.
to be honest.
Yeah.
He's a Greek goddess.
Well, sorry, I don't know why I said goddess. He's a Greek. I meant to say like Greek god-like, and I used S to mean like
S.
Goddish, godlike.
God-ish.
Goddess.
He goddess. That's what I was trying to say. Anyway, he walks towards you. His tiny penis in on display.
His tiny penis in hand.
Or is it kind of...
No, it's rock solid.
Yeah. Okay.
It's flaccid, but it's rock solid.
Yeah. Got it.
So he's hard. He's flaccid and hard at the same time. That's hard to do.
He grabs you, Cody.
Okay.
I need you to do a con save. This is just something that he's placing his hand upon you, and I need you to do a con.
He's not like...
No, it's not a grapple or anything. He's placing it on your arm. And I need you to do a con save.
Oh Christ.
Your arm turns into stone.
Oh fuck. That's not good.
He then pulls out
not good.
a hammer.
Oh whoops! I didn't mean to click that again.
Yeah. He then pulls out a hammer and a chisel, and he places the chisel on your arm, and he pulls back the hammer, and we'll see if this hits. And this is gonna have dire consequences.
Not dire.
No, he's about to take my fucking arm off, dude.
Please, not dire.
26.
That hits.
28 damage, and as the hammer comes down, it shatters your arm.
What the fuck?
So
like off?
like into pieces.
I thought he was gonna make it into a funny little shape or something. I didn't know he was gonna shatter the whole thing.
He shattered your arm into pieces.
Wait, left arm or right arm?
This is your left arm.
This is probably the most devastating attack that Cody's actually ever taken in his human form.
Listen, the other two guys are just members. This guy's the leader of God's Fingers.
He's the captain.
He shatters your arm. You look down, you got no arm there.
Oh shit.
It's okay, we could get
a medkit can fix that.
And he looks up and he says, "Next time, it won't be your arm."
Cody like covers his penis.
Okay, it's Sir Button's turn.
Oh, Christ.
Norman, you've run over to a tree. Should I follow you? What shall I do?
No, attack them with your magic sword.
Which
you
one?
Got this. Whoever you want, doesn't matter. You choose. Flip a coin.
Well, Cody gave him an order, but he's not following Cody's order. I guess he's flipping
What was
a coin.
Cody's order?
Was to attack the paper person, but I'm going to roll a 1d3. So 1 is Ori, 2 is Graffer, 3 is Mason. He's going to attack Graffer on the ground.
Yeah,
I mean, hey.
that makes sense. He's
I
the
mean,
closest person to him.
yeah, he runs over. He's gonna have advantage on his attacks as well, which is amazing. Good for him. So he comes over with his lightning blade, advantage, and he's gonna strike down. 1, 2.
Or not. Okay.
Oh, one of them does hit.
Yeah.
One of them misses, but he strikes down for 11 damage. The thunder cracking as it lands into Grapha, who's really just getting fucked up on the ground right now. Cody, it is your turn.
All right. Cody is reeling in pain as he looks down at like his just like stump. I guess like where it goes to a stump, it's just like stone and rock and stuff.
Yeah.
But he takes his other hand. I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to put my hand on him,
Yes.
and I'm going to cast Stone Shape.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, a good portion of his body is made of stone.
Yeah. I do want to state from his design that he is lots of fragments of stone, and underneath with the cracks in them, and underneath you can see this sort of almost magical energy underneath.
Yeah,
so which
that's fine.
section of his body are you touching?
I can manipulate up to 5 feet of stone, so I kind of just want to get rid of his arm.
Okay.
Oh,
I want to just mirror what he just told me. The arm
Yeah.
that's holding the chisel, I don't know if the stone falls away, maybe like his magical energy will still hold it. I don't know, but I'm gonna try and destroy his arm. Like two can play that game.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wait, you can change its size, but can you destroy it?
Basically, what I'm gonna do is just take all the stone that makes up his arm and just fuse it into like his chest or something, like just make a really awkward shape out of like his torso, so he's kind of like unbalanced.
Oh, I'll let you do that.
Like, I can't destroy the stone.
Basically, he will be I'll let you do that. So
It's
yes.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
So he can reform his body, obviously, but like this is a great way to take it out, sort of, even if it's temporarily. So you do that. You sort of reform his stone arm into his body, and he like drops the hammer to the ground. He's like, "What are you doing? You are messing with my sculpture."
I'm fighting you on your own terms, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna turn into an earth elemental.
Oh, nice. That's
stone versus earth.
That's salty.
Yeah, I don't. You have the stats for that. So
I've got the stats. Don't
you
worry
got the
about
stats. Make your HP your blue bar.
Yeah, whatever.
Great. So you turn into this giant earth elemental, and Mason looks at it, and you see this like flicker of recognition in his eyes. He's like, Ix always used to make these. With her beautiful paintings. They definitely care more about Ix than Gumpy. I do want to make that very clear.
I think that's clear.
Yeah. Poor guy. Poor dude.
Jesus is blind. Just like so everyone knows, but he's going to desperately try and.
Jesus is one of our blind viewers.
Jesus is one of them.
Rusted, Jesus is blind. He judges us all without seeing us.
Yes. Wow.
I turn to Jesus. Is that true?
Hey man, I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about what Anthony said? He's 100 feet away. I can't hear him.
Yeah, I'm way back there. Yeah.
He hits twice.
Oh, nice.
He does 19 damage into Grapha on the ground, who is struggling at the moment. Anthony, you're up.
All right, I am going to, because I have fly. I am going to fly silently behind Ori here, like way up in the corner of the map, basically. And I'm going to be casting Lightning Bolt. Now, here's the deal. It's 100-foot straight line, 5 foot wide.
Yeah, you can hit Ori in that and nobody else.
Oh, I absolutely could hit Ori, but what I'm trying to do is, if there's a way to do this.
No, okay. I would say if
no. Hold on.
No.
Hold on. Like right here.
You're going over 2 different sets of diagonals there. If you want to hit Mason, you will hit Cody, because Cody is literally in your line of fire.
Not if I did something like this.
Listen, you are bending the line. This is what I'm going to say. I don't care about...
the line is straight.
I do not care about any fucking grid shit here. I am saying that Cody is turned into a giant earth elemental and is completely blocking the view of Mason.
Well, in that regard,
if you want to hit Mason, you hit Cody, and if you want to hit Grapha, you hit Jesus.
Right. In that regard, I'm just doing this then.
Okay, you're doing a straight line into Ori.
Straight line through Ori from the back, so she doesn't even see him back there. Yeah. All right. Well, in either case, she's going to have to make a lightning bolt. She's going to have to make a dex save.
Okay. She's quite good at those.
Well, she has to beat 16.
Wow!
She fails with a
fails.
+10. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
28 lightning damage to the back. Just boom.
So you just fucking zap her. You fry some of her paper-like body. She takes that full-on 28 damage.
Yep.
And she turns round and you see this anger in her eyes. How dare you do that to me? You're gonna fucking die, you piece of shit. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Wait 1 minute. Okay, so I can't hear any of this.
I'm gonna break your arms off and I'm gonna shove them up your asshole so far that they come out
So
of your
while
mouth,
she's mumbling
and
to
then
herself,
digest them, and then I'm gonna
I went
squish you
30
up into a
feet
little
from where
ball.
I was, and I'm gonna fly up another 30 feet, kind of back to where I was. So just
I'm gonna
zip
fucking,
zap.
I'm gonna get you.
All right.
I'm gonna find your entire family, your entire lineage going back to the start. I'm gonna wipe them all out. Okay. Not Grapha.
I mean, that could be possible with me. I could actually do that. I could roll and end up with the caveman version of me, and she could kill that person, and my whole line is just destroyed.
Okay, Graph is on the ground. He's gonna. You are muted, Daniel Greene.
I was gonna say, there's this existential dread every single time that you have like a family member come back where you could accidentally alter history in horrific ways.
Grapha pulls out a canister that he has, squeeze it, and it explodes in a mass of paint and graffiti. And it's going to. I need Button, Wilhelm, and Jesus to all do Dex saving throws, for me. Okay, can you do that? Oh wait, Button and fucking Jesus and me.
You forgot.
They just feel like real people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like I know them. Why did I give Button advantage? He doesn't have advantage. He failed anyway. 16, 18. Okay, so Jesus succeeds, but Wilhelm, you do not. So you're gonna take a big brunt of this damage. This is a big attack. This is a terrible roll.
Good.
So you do take 28 damage, but what it also does is it pushes you back 15 feet. As it sprays outwards.
Can I do a strength saving check to see if I can hold on to the guy I'm grappling?
Well, okay. You know what? I will let you do it.
Okay.
The sort of whole idea of the attack is it pushes, but I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it, but it has to be. It's okay. Do a strength save for me. You critically fail, so you definitely do not hold on. You get sent flying. The canister explodes, paint and spray acid penetrates your skin and sends you coursing into the air. You would usually get pushed 15 feet backwards, which would just hit you into Cody. But I'm saying you're getting launched into the air now. And you sort of land on the other side of Cody. So Button gets launched back. He takes a full 28, but Jesus stays standing. And he takes half damage. He takes 14. And that is Grapha's turn. Norman, you are up.
All right, boys, it's gaming time. He steps forward and disappears again. Ran like with steel wind strikes, slashing towards both Mason and Grapha.
Okay. I can't remember what this is. Just do your rolls. What saving throws they got to do? So you become one with the air. You slice out forwards. Sir Button.
Oh no, it's just a spell attack against a melee spell attack against each target.
Okay, then do
But we agreed with my chromatic orb. I don't have that.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same roll regardless. So do the critical orb.
Got it. Whoops.
No, not the spell, like the thing on your sheet.
Yeah. I know.
12.
Oops.
I assume that's on Mason.
Misses.
And then Grapha. That does hit Grapha. So you hit Grapha. You just sort of zip past Mason. And then you do the damage against Grapha. How much is it?
60-10.
Roll that damage. That's big. Grapha is getting low. I mean, he's the one that's been taking all the hits at the moment. You motherfuckers! He screeches out. He's getting desperate. Oh my, 31 damage.
He's taking it like a champ, though. I'll tell you that.
I mean, like these. Oh god, like individually, these guys were quite strong when you guys were like level 4 or 5 when you fought them the first time round. But now that you guys are level 10, you're just slicing through him. He screeches out in agony.
And so basically what Norman did is he stepped forward, he like, disappeared in front of everyone's sight, if they were even looking in his direction, appears in front of Mason and swings and misses, or like it hits off of his like his stone, and then he disappears again, goes behind Gaffa stabs him in the back, and then he goes 5 feet back into the tree, or behind the rock.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Okay.
And like, I teleport to that 5 feet, so I don't know if they
Yeah.
necessarily know I'm there if I'm like behind cover.
They know you're there though. They could see you.
Okay. If they look in my direction.
Wilhelm, you've just landed next to Cody on the other side of this big earth elemental. Actually, you're still blind. I do want to state that. So you have no idea where you are. So
Wait,
Wilhelm,
Jesus didn't cure my blindness?
Jesus has yet to cure your blindness. He's confident you can do it yourself.
I believe in you.
Yeah, you've yet to be cured by Jesus. Sorry.
Let me think. I need to think through my action here because this changed my plan a lot last second. You fucking ass.
That's kind of how
I had an idea. Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, first of all, I'm gonna try and do second wind, which is a 1d10 plus my fighter level, so it's a 1d10 plus 8.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
1d10, and then so it's gonna be 5 plus 8, so it's gonna be 13.
You get 13 health back.
47.
All right, so you get some health back, but you're still blind.
So then I'm gonna charge back to where I think the guy was left on the
All right.
ground, and just he's on the ground still. I'm gonna try and like just fall on top of him.
Right, so Cody Earth Elemental is now in your way, but you don't know that. So what's going to happen is you are going to start charging, and you smack into this giant like brick wall. Huh?
Maybe I'm gonna roll, and if I roll a critical success, maybe I last minute pivot over it. You don't know. So I think this is a roll.
This is not you have given me your exact instructions, which is charge in a straight line. There is no way you could do this any better.
Yes, there is.
Reflexes.
Yeah.
Reflexes.
Okay.
Sometimes
I do
I don't
also
feel
want to
awareness.
state that
You
Graphic
know, if
is
he
also.
could do it, if he was the quarterback of the New York Jets, who is coincidentally Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I do want to say
And
that
the man responsible for 9/11.
I did not say that.
Okay. Fine. Graphic is also is not on the ground. He got up after exploding everybody away from him. But Wilhelm, I guess, yeah, you are blind and you are running in a straight line. That's what you're telling me that you're doing. You are going to hit a brick wall, which is Cody. There's no way you're not hitting a brick wall.
I'm doing my arms are outstretched. I could feel it.
Okay, so this is what happens. You walk forwards and you touch Cody.
Okay.
What now?
It's more of a caress.
Yeah. Cody, you look down, you see Wilhelm has just like, he's starting to touch your earthy elemental body.
I'm blind.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say is I'm blind.
And he's
Throw
blind.
me.
Wait, he
Use
can't.
me.
Right, well, he might be able to
Yeah,
eventually.
it's not my turn. I can't. The only language an elemental can speak is Terran. So
Okay.
What does Terran sound like?
Yeah,
it's like a deep. It's completely unrecreatable by humans. It's like the rumbling of Earth. It's the sound of
okay.
tectonic plates grinding against each other.
Oh, that's kinky. Okay.
Okay. What I'm gonna say is, when you get the chance, push me towards someone.
Do you want to ready? I mean,
be
the
in
shark.
combat.
I will allow you to ready an action so that if Cody points you in the right direction, you can take your action then. Is that what you want to do?
Deal. Okay.
Okay.
I'm
So
ready.
you ready an action. When you're put in front of an enemy, you will attack them with your attacks. Okay. Wilhelm, you're readied. Action's ready. It's now Ori's turn.
Just in the air, somehow you guys hear a gun cock.
Anthony, some
Yes.
birds are coming in your direction.
I
She
figured
turns
they probably
around
would be.
and she fire. I'm just gonna fire. She's gonna fire out these 2 birds, and they whoosh, like 2 jets into the Twin Towers.
Holy shit! 2 New York Jets.
2 New
Here we
York
go.
jets into the Twin Towers, which is Anthony.
Here we go.
They
All right,
come.
yep.
You know how people yell Kobe when they hit a
I keep
shot?
sorry.
She yells Aaron Rodgers.
Sorry, one of them does crit. The other one is 5 plus 12. I assume 12 doesn't hit. So the 12 doesn't
definitely
hit.
does not hit. No.
But the 20 crits.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so you're gonna take
It
this
sure
critical
does. It sure does. Yep.
15 plus 8. That's not like
23.
crazy. Oh,
I think
thank
I'll be
you.
all right.
But then there's the explosion. The explosion is, I don't think, is affected by the crit. So you take 23 from the. It's like
All right.
penetrates you in one of your weak spots.
Boom!
Right?
Ow!
And then it explodes. I need you to do a dex save for just the extra 46 damage, which you take the full 15.
Okay.
So it
Not
explodes.
down. I'm still all right. Yep.
Yeah. And this jet fuel does melt your steel beams.
All right. Yep.
Holy shit.
And she continues. You fucking you like that? I bet you fucking like that. You fucking stupid, fucking robot-looking guy. It is now Mason's turn.
It is unlikely. It is unlikely that episode 45 would be someone's first episode. However,
Yeah. No. Not completely impossible though.
if it was, I would like to apologize. I'm not apologizing as if to say like this is not normal for Isekai D&D.
No, it is.
I'm just sorry that this is when you chose to join us, so that you're not accustomed to it yet.
We got a raid last Isekai D&D, didn't we? Imagine if that happened in this one. Imagine if that happened on this one. Do you have fire resistance, Anthony? It's very important.
I do have. I was going to ask you, what was the type of damage that was?
It would be the second part would be fire, the explosion.
The second part is fire, so I have resistance to that.
So you actually take 7 instead of 15.
Okay, and I thought, because I thought that was
Yeah.
it could have been force or thunder. I could also use absorb elements, so I'm going to capture some of that fire damage, and I can use
yummy.
it later. Yeah.
Okay, you captured the fire damage from the explosion.
Yeah.
Okay. Fucking Mason is up. His stone arm is fucked. So he will reform it at the end of his turn, is what I'm gonna say. But for this action, he cannot use that arm, which means he's going to attack you, Cody, but he's not gonna do any weird like turning you to stone nonsense.
He's already stoned.
He's got a grip on the chisel, and he's just gonna whack you with it.
Okay. Oh, he was still holding the chisel?
He's got he dropped the hammer hand.
Right.
So he's just a chisel hand. He's just gonna fucking penetrate you with the chisel.
Try and stab at me.
Stab at you. Okay. And you are an earth elemental.
I have a 17 AC.
Ooh, look at you with your 17 AC.
Yeah. A little bit higher than Cody's 13.
Okay. So here it comes.
That hits.
That does hit. So you take 31 damage.
What type of damage is it?
What sort of damage is it? Is
bludgeoning?
Bludgeoning.
Okay,
probably.
so here's
If
the
it's a
thing.
chisel, I would assume it's piercing or slash.
Piercing or
okay.
bludgeoning. Yeah.
So it is piercing damage, but you were also made out of rock, and he does extra damage to people made out of rock. So I guess that balances out if you have resistance against piercing damage.
Yeah.
So you just take the 31.
Okay. That's fine.
He does extra damage against rock or stone, so he fucking
That makes sense.
into you, and you take that 31. You still have a lot of health though, as an earth elemental.
I'm pretty
so you're
beefy. I have like 120 health as a terminal.
Yes.
So I can take a few of those.
2 rock hard dudes chiseling and hammering each other. And then at the end of his turn, his arm reforms, and he picks up his hammer.
Hard, like Mark can't be.
Oh gosh.
To it.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers would help? Okay, Sir Button is up. Do you think if you called him Sir Button, Norman, I see you hiding behind that rock. Would you like me to join you?
No, this is the way I fight. You fight differently. You got to find your own path, little man. I love that I'm calling someone little man. Norman's tiny.
This guy, I think, is shorter than you. You're right.
Yeah. See, lesson number 7. When someone's won, you aim for them. Grapha's won or cracked.
I will continue attacking this man with the paint all over his body. He runs up, and well, actually, no. This is what he's gonna say. He's gonna say to you, Norman, I would love to continue attacking this man, but he did a lot of damage to me last time I got close to him. I would like to take some lessons out of your books, Norman, from the magic that you taught me. And he starts channeling this magic through his sword, and he lifts it up, and he's gonna do Scorching Ray. And these lights of Scorching Ray are going to come down and attempt to hit Gaffer. So these are 3 attacks.
He's gaming. Gaffa's won. Sir Button's learning.
Okay, so this is his. Oh gosh, he's actually he's good at this. Okay. It's just 2d6, isn't it? Okay, so Scorching Ray's coming out. 3 of them. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Wow, well, one of them hits. One of them critically fails. So the 7 hits Grapha, and the first ball of flame out of the sword strikes into Grapha. One of them misses, and I guess the other one hits Jesus. Sorry, Jesus. The last one, Jesus doesn't know that Button did it though, because Jesus is blind. So he gets hit by this ball of flame, and Jesus goes, "Hey man, I didn't know these guys could use fire as well. That's hard."
Lesson number 8: when a gamer says that someone's won, they're very rarely actually won.
Oh, well, okay. So gamers are liars. That's good to know. Cody, it is your turn. Earth Elemental.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, I see Wilhelm is ready. Would it use my action to lift him up? He's way smaller than me right now, and I have 20 strength. Can I just lift him as part of like my
for
movement?
Wilhelm? Yeah. I would just let you freely just move him.
Yeah.
It's not even an action or anything, because
I'm just gonna
you could
scoop
point him in
up.
the right direction, yeah.
I'm going to scoop him up, and I'm just going to put him in Mason's face.
Okay, the shark. You can now make your attacks. So you got 2 improvised weapon attacks.
I'm like a rock'em sock'em robot in his hand.
Yeah.
Let's go. Fight. Go.
I would say that, I don't know, what's your improvised weapon this time? Is it just like a bit of the rocks from Rock versus Rock?
Can I pull one of my teeth and stab him with it?
Okay, yeah, sure. So you fucking yank out a tooth, and you use them like you have like teeth knuckles, I guess. You start. So that's sorry. You yank up multiple teeth. Yeah! And you crit him. So do the damage on that. And you do have a second attack. Obviously, you got multi-attack, so do that
Come
as
on,
well.
other crit.
All right, so 8 plus 5.
Yeah, so 13, and then do the other attack. That also hits one away from a crit. If you also champion fighter, it would be. So that also
It's
hits.
his own teeth. It's his own teeth,
It's his
so he
own
knows.
fucking teeth.
20 total damage.
20 total damage immediately,
And then can I use my key points?
you can use it now if you want to do flurry of blows to now just attack
flurry
him.
blows.
I thought he
Usually,
said teeth points for a
Yeah,
second. What's with the
those
20? Oh, man.
both hit. Almost crit again. I mean, just for record, you rolled a 20 and 19 and then 2 18s, right?
I'm really good when I'm being held by someone I love.
Aw, that's humble. That's wholesome. I like that.
Well, so he takes the 20
Also,
damage.
Mark, bunny ears are like perfect. I don't know how much time you put into that, but they look sensational behind the headphones.
Oh, it's just this beanie.
Ah, it's
Pulls his
cute.
beanie.
That's very good.
Love him.
You take a
beanie.
further 15
and then
damage.
I can't do action surge again or anything like that.
No, you don't
so
have another
I'm
action
out.
surge. You're good. I mean, you're being held in place. And then, okay, and now Cody, back to you. What are you going to do?
Well, so I think when I put him in Mason's face, I kind of like let go of him, and he's like sat on Mason's shoulder, like punching him in the face.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like get my big fist ready and just start slamming him in the stomach. I'm gonna go for 2 slam attacks. I can make up to 2 slam attacks.
Is it too late to make my amulet joke?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you
That thing,
forgot.
I forgot about that
You
thing.
forgot about it. It has to be before you make the attack. You forgot about it, so...
I'm readying my big...
What it was gonna be is blood
Yes.
flooding out of him.
Do it next time. Earth Elemental, what are you doing? Earth
I
Elemental
just need to Google the release date of something. Perfect. So Cody is gonna say this joke in Terran, and no one's gonna get it.
Okay.
But he like readies his 2 big rock fists, and as he's swinging, he says like, "You can call me Rocky Balboa."
Oh, I see. Yeah,
But it just comes out like...
Oh, you just hear Button laughing in the corner. He doesn't
27.
get it, but he understands it. Wow. Okay, 27 hits. The first one.
Now this is the question I'm going to ask. I have an ability called Siege Monster, which means that I deal double damage to objects and structures.
He counts as an object or structure. That's
Let's do
very
it.
smart.
That's specifically why I chose
He's a
Earth
sculpture.
Elemental.
He's a structure. It's like all the
28 damage.
pros he gets. He also, yeah, wow. So you this is the best thing you could have turned to it. You were
right in his
literally
gut.
the counter to this guy. I didn't realize you would be the counter to this guy.
I didn't know he could turn into an earth elemental. I thought it was just beasts. I didn't know
I
that
just
thing.
got this last level.
That's fucking cool.
Jesus
We leveled
Christ.
up after fighting
Slam
Monkey.
it into him. He takes that 28 damage.
Yeah, and I got Elemental
Wow.
Wild Shape. This is
This
perfect.
is good to know,
good.
so when the druid does this shit in my campaign, I'm ready for it now, because I didn't even know this was a fucking thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Level 10 moon druid
very
feature.
niche, right? Like, that's really
Yeah.
good against, like, destroying a castle. But yeah, a sculpture guy is the perfect thing to do that against.
It's perfect.
Yes, you slam into him, shattering bits of his stone pieces away, and he goes, it seems like I underestimated you. I haven't had a fight like this in a very long time. I think I may actually enjoy this, he says. And because Tekking has to leave at exactly half 11 on the spot,
I do have to get going,
at
yes.
this point I will say to be continued. It seems like a very good end point there.
All right.
Seems perfect for me. All right.
Ripper placed his quill back in its ink pot. It made a satisfying rattle, a sound signaling a good day's work. The constant stream of paperwork was exhausting, but that didn't bother him as much as he thought it once might. It felt good to be productive and work an honest living. Pride embraced him in its warm arms. He let it swaddle him as he leaned back in his chair. Ripper's father was a crook, and he had grown up learning everything from him. Ripper didn't consider him a bad person, but when you're poor you do what you can to survive. But looking down in the hole he spent all night digging for him. This is what all the thieving and blood had earned him. A hole in the ground. When Ripper first started working for Hops, it was an attempt to be better than his father. But in truth, Ripper was never really cut out for crime. He learned all the techniques of the trade, but would always falter when putting it into practice. He put his skills into security work, bodyguarding, making sure workers don't misbehave. It honestly wasn't as intensive as he was expecting. Hops was a powerful man, and so nobody really wanted to fuck with him. It turns out Ripper was wrong about that. He looked round at his office and smiled. It all turned out for the better, though. This new job was probably the best thing that had ever happened to him. He liked to think that maybe his father would be proud that he managed to make it this far, despite everything. A sharp knock came at the door. Yes? The door was thrust open before Ripper could even finish. A large man dressed in white waltzed into the room. Ripper did not recognize him. He couldn't help but notice a snowflake embroidered on his lapel. It looked ugly. The man pranced round the room, eyes wandering across the furniture. He was muttering something to himself, completely ignoring Ripper. Excuse me, what do you think you're... Oh, there's somebody here, the man remarked, cutting him off. He barely made eye contact, his voice dripping with self-importance. You can go, he said nonchalantly. I can what? Ripper felt lost for words. This entire interaction had taken him completely off guard. He sat in a pool of uncomfortable silence for a second, before he felt anger start to bubble up inside him. If this was some kind of a joke, it wasn't funny. If you don't explain yourself right now, I'll be forced to remove you from the premises for trespassing. The strange man didn't even flinch. A small smile crept across his face instead. He walked over to Ripper's desk and placed a stack of papers on the table in front of him, emerald eyes glinting. Oh, I don't think I made myself clear. It is you who is trespassing, so run along. Ripper looked down and scanned the papers in front of him. Dense, hard text stared back at him, but Ripper could clearly make out the words "new ownership" scrawled across the front. A sinking feeling gripped him now. No longer in the loving embrace of job security, stabs of confusion, worry, panic coursed through his body. The man held his gaze, unperturbed by Ripper's twitching. He shrugged. It's just business. Littlefeather couldn't contain her excitement. Cody had given her a mission and she was going to see it through to the best of her abilities. She opened her journal and started scribbling down her daily thoughts. She originally intended for this book to document her learnings about the world and her travels, but she found her mind often wandered and entire pages would be filled with idle thoughts and drawings of Cody, little notes of funny or cool things he said that she wanted to remember. She would read them back to herself and smile. It helped her cope with the knowledge that he was going to disappear one day. They didn't really talk about it. She assumed it made him feel awkward, which she understood. She tried not to think about it too much herself. A hammering of dread always accompanied the thought. Littlefeather took a deep breath in. She was trying to dull out that feeling, trying to keep her heart hard. It would be selfish of her to put her desires above the good of the world, no matter how much she wanted to. Her brother had always said it was better to love and have lost than to never have loved at all. But her brother had also never been in a relationship, so maybe his opinions were ones of desperation and not wisdom. She thought of him in that moment. She'd been away from home for some time now, and she wondered how he was doing. If he was travelling like her, or still in the village conversing with the elders. She missed him, hoped to see him again soon, wondered what he would think of her now. We are here. Corey's voice broke the silence. She had been so caught up in her own head that it startled her. She looked at the creature, his sandstone body towering like a statue. Corey was the name Cody gave him, so it was the name everyone called him. That's just how things were with Cody. "It is up mountain?" Boneslaw was standing beside him, 2 arms folded, 2 arms sheltering his eyes from the sun as he peered up at Stagfirth. "Yes, and it is a long way," she responded, wings already stretched open. Boneslaw grinned. "Not a problem, but we must hit tavern when we are up, eh?" "What is that?" said Corey. "Ah, my friend, I have many things to show you." Boneslaw put his hand on the stone man's shoulder. "Remember, we have a job to do," Little Feather found herself saying. She never used to be the responsible one. Felt like she was turning into her brother. "We find Ripper first, and then we can go to a tavern." "Right, of course. Find the one called Ripper. I got it, friend." Boneslaw's smile was unwavering. Someone else might have found his boundless enthusiasm unnerving, but Little Feather quite liked him. Positivity felt good. Lights in dark times are essential, no matter the light source. "Enjoy your hike then, boys. I'll meet you up there." She smiled at them, and then with a great flap of her wings, she took off towards the city. When Boneslaw found him, he was sitting up against a wall, staring mournfully down at the ground. So this little man is Ripper. He had heard a lot about him, and imagined with a name like Ripper that he would look a touch more dangerous. But what sat here was a rat-faced teen with a demeanor that screamed, "I've lost everything." "Are you sure this is him?" he said. "Yes, this is him." Little Feather walked up beside him and crouched down, getting to Ripper's eye level, barely making a sound as she did so. "Ripper, are you okay?" she asked, a sympathetic softness to her voice. The boy barely looked up. They took everything. I don't understand," he said in defeatist tones. Boneslaw saw that there was a trace of anger behind his eyes. "What the fuck happened?" "It was Snow. She somehow found out about Hobbs's death." "Hobbs is dead?" Ripper replied, seemingly shocked. Boneslaw didn't follow a lot of what was going on. All this business talk was too much for his head. Why do people always find ways to overcomplicate life? It always seemed to cause them more pain than happiness, so why bother? Ripper sighed. "I mean, I had my suspicions, I'll be honest, but it did me no favors to question it, so I never did." He leaned back against the wall and looked up to the sky. "I guess that makes sense. Everything I had built was on the back of lies and murder." Little Feather stood up, a dash of feathers falling as she did, as if to punctuate her movement. "Everything that you built was on the back of your hard work and skill, and I'm sure the others would agree with me. This place would have crumbled without you." She had an air of authority about her that Boneslaw wasn't used to. She always seemed so passive around the others, but she fell into this role with ease. "Hard work and skill? I was never cut out for this job. I just got lucky a bunch of murderers took a liking to me." Ripper seemed to deflate when he spoke. "We can debate the ethics of the others all we want, but that does not take away from what you did. You worked day and night to keep this company running. Business boomed with you at the head. Cody always talked about how lucky we were to have you, not the other way around." "You really mean that?" Ripper made eye contact with her, with a look like he'd never been given validation in his life. Little Feather outstretched a hand, the sun bouncing off the colours of her feathers. "Of course. Now is not the time to give up. The fight isn't over. Snow may have won the battle, but she has not won the war. We have a plan, but we need your help now more than ever." Ripper reached out and grabbed her hand, pulling himself up. Once he was standing, it was like his demeanor had completely changed. The sniveling boy that Boneslaw had just seen a few minutes ago was gone, and a stern businessman was standing before him. "I just can't believe Snow would do this. She was always so kind to me," he said, dusting himself down. "That is the problem with you business types," Boneslaw interjected. "You are never honest, even with yourselves." Ripper turned to Boneslaw, only now just noticing him. He smiled, and there was a friendliness in his eyes that shone through. They had never met before, but Boneslaw started to warm to the rat-faced man. "You are not wrong, big guy." "Boneslaw, my friend." "Boneslaw, right. Ripper, it's nice to meet you." He turned back to Little Feather, eye suddenly hard and determined. "Right then, what is the plan?" he said. She grinned up at Boneslaw. "Well, first, we must go to the tavern."